In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an assignment using the Google Assignments app within Schoology. There are two ways you can do it. You can go to Add Materials, and then on the right-hand side, scroll down until you see Google Assignments. You can also hover over the gray line till it turns green, click the plus, and you get the same menu, which is what I'm going to do. The first time you do this within each course, it's going to ask you to link your Google Drive account. So just make sure you pick your Georgetown ISD Google account. You'll click continue, and it's going to ask for your permissions. You just grant those permissions, and then you'll get to this page. You click continue. Now it looks like an assignment that you would have created in Google Classroom. You will have the total points defaulted to 100, but you can change those if you so choose. You can give it a due date here. I'm going to give it a title. Give your students your instructions. If you have a rubric to attach, you can choose to do that. You can create a rubric, reuse one you already have, or import one from Sheets. Check for plagiarism. I like to turn that on. And then here's where there's a difference. So when I click attach, it's going to access my Google Drive, but it's going to look like my Google Drive, whereas other assignment types would connect to Google, but it doesn't give you the full access. So here's my recent. I can go to my drive. It's also organized the way that my drive is organized. You can go to shared drives and pull an assignment from a shared drive, which is nice. And then you can also upload a file, drag it in there, and turn it into a Google Drive assignment. So I'm going to select the file that I want. You'll notice that each student is going to get a copy. I also have the option, instead of just attaching, I can create a new Google Doc, a Google Sheet, or a Google Slide straight from here. So I have that option. I'm going to go ahead and click on Create. And here is my assignment as it exists within Schoology. So when I go ahead and click on that, as the teacher, this is the view that I get. This is what I can see when students submit, if things have been returned. I can change some of the settings and the due dates and all that type of thing. One thing to keep in mind with Google Drive assignments, the way that they are working currently at the creation of this video, is even though I added a due date when I created it, I need to come over to this gear icon, click on Edit, and make sure that for the purposes of the gradebook within Schoology, that I need to add that due date here as well. If I want the grade to carry over to the gradebook, I need to make sure I put it in the right category and change anything else that is aligned here that might need changing. Don't worry about anything up at the top. Everything that is filled in at the top is automatic, and you don't need to worry about any of that. It's the due date that you really need to focus on. And then click Save Changes, and everything's good to go.